Welcome to the face behind the brand. It's been a minute, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Come on in. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back to the face behind the brand. It's been a minute. It's good to see everybody. Got an incredible show, incredible guests for you tonight. We are dead in the center of our relaunch. Appreciate you guys. I couldn't stay away for too much longer. Welcome to the face behind the brand. Hey, Queen. I see all you queens. Melissa Doll. Butterfly Tay. Hey, what's going on, V? I love this sound. Have to bring our guests of honor in with this incredible, incredible sound. Hey. You feeling it, girl? Yeah. We're listening to Choosy by our incredible recording artist tonight, K-Lou. I see he is here. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah.
You know I have to bring you in, right?
Most definitely. I appreciate it.
We love it. We love it. We love it. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm going to let it play.
Definitely.
You're going to find out a lot about this young man tonight. Incredible, absolutely incredible, talented Bay Area musician. We're going to play this, of course. We're going to have to play this again. You know we're going to play this again, okay?
Most definitely.
Hey, I love this song. I see you, Imperative. Yes, 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 yes. Got some major producers in the building tonight, some heavy hitters coming to see who you are, Mr. K-Lou.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the face behind the brand. I am your host, Monique Marie, and you are the incredible musician extraordinaire, okay? Recording singer, producer, songwriter, K-Lou.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And you see your auntie already. That's my girl. And your auntie, Melissa, without her, this would not have been possible. I thank her for sharing your amazing gift with me. And I'm just glad you were able to make it today. So how was your day so far today?
It was good, you know. Woke up, knocked out a couple of songs, you know, got ready for you.
Got ready for me? Well, I thank your mom as well for having you and raising you right, because she definitely gave birth to a gifted artist.
Thank you so much.
And you're an incredible human being. So let's get into it. They're going to find out exactly who you are. So where are you from?
So I'm from East Oakland, Oakland, California.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Go ahead.
That's my roots. That's all I really grew up knowing. That's my area, my
Mhm.
people there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. Well, you grew up as we talked, when we last spoke, you shared with me a lot of sounds and other people in your family, influencers, your uncle being
right.
one who kept you in the studio. And that's why you're here today. So talk to me about that experience growing up and having those people around you.
It was just like amazing. Like I said earlier, like it's always just been about music for me.
Yeah.
And so just once I found out that my uncle was really deep into music and music production, he went to school for that.
Wow.
So I just always wanted to be in the studio with him. He had a makeshift studio in his closet. So I'd
Hmm.
always be in there just trying to, make some hooks, get on some songs with him
Yeah.
and just have fun, that's really what it's about. Just
Yeah.
having fun.
Well, again, I'm humbled because, you're a young man. But you're a very talented young man. So I think it's good that a lot of artists are seeing you today. Tonight, of course, for those that are on the East Coast.
Right.
Um, but you had a lot of influence also with music. You talked to me about reggaeton and being a drummer. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so I play a lot of instruments. I always wanted to get on the drums, but my mom was like, all right, if you want to play the drums, you got to do 2 years of violin. You have to, learn some scales, on the piano and everything. So once I finally got that out the way, I
Yeah,
finally got into drumming and, I grew up on rock music.
yeah.
So that was everything for me. I just wanted to like rock out for real and do all of that. And then for me speaking Spanish, like
Mm.
I grew up speaking Spanish as well, so like
Hmm.
reggaeton was just like it was there for me. I've really been heavy into it right now though, like right now, but
Yeah.
listening to a lot of that, and it's just a refreshing sound.
Yeah, well, we could hear it in your music, both How to Love, Choosy. I even went back, I'm gonna take it back. I'm a few years to Season. Okay.
Oh, you heard about Season?
Ooh, I was like, who is this? Okay.
Yeah.
They're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it tonight. Talk to
Okay.
me. I'll circle back, of course, to Choosy, but talk to me about Season. Where were you at when it comes to the creative process when you came up with that incredible sound?
Season. Um,
Yeah,
I
with
just
Season.
remember I remember writing that a couple months before I recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my friend Kyrie, he looked out because he was real cool with some artists, and he was going to record at the studio,
Mm-hmm.
and he just hit me up and he was like, "Come through." So I came through. I did a hook for one of his songs that we have together. I
Yeah.
don't think it's up anymore, but after that, I made some connections with the engineer there, um, and so I just came in one day and I just recorded that song. Um, it was like it was just high energy for
It's
that
been
song. So
the bass. I mean,
yeah.
being from East Oakland, as you know, I'm from East
Yeah.
Oakland. I was born in East Oakland, MacArthur Seminary, 73rd, all over Oakland. So, I mean,
Okay. Okay.
hearing is 808s,
Right. Yeah.
everybody's hyphy, right? So
Right.
I think this is incredible because I wouldn't change it for the world, of what you get from the culture when it comes
Right.
to the music. So talk to me about high school, Ken. Did your classmates know a lot about your artistry? I mean, obviously you played music in high school, and talk about that experience.
So yeah, I went to three different high schools.
Hmm.
So I started at Oakland School for the Arts. So
Okay.
everybody there was very like, musically oriented or oriented in some type of art form.
Mm.
So but I was in vocals and so we were mainly singing, but I didn't really, get a chance to showcase all of my, like my own music because I hadn't really started recording music at that time.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I did perform though on stage. I did All Right by Kendrick Lamar at the Fox Theater.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so I feel like that gave me a lot more confidence, like presence and everything. And then
Wow.
I went to this school out in Richmond
Hmm.
because I wanted to play football.
Hmm.
And I was only there for a little bit, but that's when people started to like that's when I had like was getting ready to drop season and so people were like, okay, like they
Yeah,
were feeling it a little bit. And then
yeah,
I finally went to Oakland High, which is where I feel like that's where I was supposed to be.
yeah, yeah.
And they were just showing me love there for real. So that's around the time I dropped season, and it just went crazy. Like people were just showing love and people didn't really like know it was me. I would like play it sometimes. I'd be like, "Yeah, you like this song?" They'd
Yeah.
be like, "Yeah, that's fine." I'd be like, "Yeah, it's me." They wouldn't believe me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah.
they didn't expect it to be you singing. And did you produce Season?
No, I didn't. I did it. I deal with a lot of young artists do. I just was having fun. I went on YouTube, got a beat off of YouTube.
Wow.
So yeah.
Absolutely incredible. So you mentioned to me that one of your influencers, of course, is Roddy Ricch.
Roddy, yeah.
Yeah, you like Roddy. Who else do you like? I mean, who else? Who are you listening? Who besides yourself and Roddy Ricch? Who do you listen to?
I listen to Roddy Ricch. Um, I listen to J.I., the Prince of NY.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jay Cortez, Setch, to a reggaeton artist.
Yes.
Um,
Incredible.
Man, I listen to a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I
because you
honestly
said
couldn't even.
so I'm like, he's like, you're all over.
Yeah, all over the place. DC the Don.
Uh-huh.
That's another young artist. I really mess with him. And then I listen to like Juice WRLD. That's my favorite artist right there, Juice
Mm,
WRLD.
mm,
And then
incredible.
that's kind of like the top people right now.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you find me, and I don't like to compare artists, but when I listen, especially to Choosy and Season, I mean, I was all over the place. I was like, I heard so many sounds coming out of you. I heard, of course, I heard J. Cole. I heard, and
Mm.
this is a compliment to you. I heard Little Baby. Okay.
Okay.
I love
I
it.
haven't heard that one yet. That's what's up.
I love Little Baby, and I think a lot of where his, hearing some of that that sound that's more like, what do you call it? It's a little bit of trap. It's light trap, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
when you're singing and you're having that, reggaeton in there, you're doing all of that, really. I mean, you got the hip hop beat, so you're creating a genre of your own, really. I mean,
Right.
and I think that's incredible. So speaking of all these sounds and this musician background that you have, if you could teach anyone a concept yourself that would change just humanity in general, what would it be?
A concept.
A concept. Mm-hmm.
Like, as in like
It could be music. It can be anything. Because I know these folks these days coming out of 2020, we just experienced something incredible, something that a lot of people have never experienced before. So a lot of
yeah.
creativity has come out of 2020. So if you could teach something to someone, what would it be?
I mean, I would honestly just say, just tell people, I guess, try to teach them in a way, like in their creative process, to just be as open-minded as possible.
Yeah.
Just let things like around them kind of like, show how they should move, Like
Mm-hmm.
I know over quarantine and everything, I started trying to get into like, start trying to make my own beats and
Mm.
stuff like that. And then, it might not be, up to par with the type of beats I'm trying to work with now, but like just having that, everybody get into like some form of music theory and everything. I know that it helps out down the line.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so
yeah, I like that.
yeah.
Important. Do you think, obviously, music, obviously, we know it's what feelings sound like,
Right.
So if you could describe your music, they're going to hear more of it, those who are tapping in. But if you could describe it, how would you describe the music that you typically create?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because I want to say it's like it's up tempo,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's definitely, like a lot of people would listen to it, but like I feel like it's like understanding, I would say,
Mm.
because like if you listen to it, you could kind of understand where I'm coming from and what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But then you can also like, turn up to it and like feel the type of way to it. So I
Mm-hmm.
would say like just understanding music. It's something off
Yeah.
the top of my head right now.
Mm-hmm. So what inspires
Yeah.
you, Kalu?
What happened?
What inspires you daily?
What inspires me daily?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the grind, the goal.
Mm.
That's what inspires me daily. I'm not I'm there, but I'm not exactly where I'm not where I'm trying to get yet. But but I'm starting, and so that's just waking up every day and knowing I'm not there yet. But if I go hard every day, I could get there. That's what inspires me.
Incredible. Well, you
Yeah.
already have the work ethic. Okay.
Thank you.
And I'm going to disagree when you say you're not there yet. I know you have your own goals, but you are there. You know, I tell people that to say that a lot, because if we continue to say where we're not, then we are not going to be there. So if
Right.
you're already there, I am, I am a mainstream artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speak that up. You know, my songs, I got 100,000 streams.
You're
You,
right. You're right. You're
you
right.
hear? Because I mean,
Yeah.
is fantastic. Okay.
Thank you.
So you are there. What would you be doing if you weren't doing music and working? What does Kalu do when he is not in the studio, when he's not at work, when he's not creating? What else do you do for fun?
Um. I really just be working out. Trying to get my mind right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like that's a big thing. Yeah, especially right now. I'm not going to school. Right? I'm not in. It's summertime, so I haven't started school back again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just trying to enjoy my summer. Just be outside, kind of let, life,
Yeah.
take control for real. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, you're on social media, of course, and of course, this is all part of being, with the music and showing other people. Talk to me about how you cultivate the relationships with other artists and other fans and people you've never met before.
I try to just make sure everything is genuine. I
Yeah.
feel like when other artists reach out, it's more so to like gain something.
Mm.
Um, I mean, I'm really just all about, creating those relationships
Yeah.
and like just really like being cool with people, like I know it's internet, but just because it's on the internet doesn't mean you don't have to act fake. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
act as if how I would act if we were face to face.
Yeah.
That way, when we do get face to face, it's nothing different. There's no drama, nobody switching up on nobody.
I
It's
love
just
it.
all genuine. And then, cause especially if we're trying to make music together, it has to be genuine.
Yeah.
If we're not feeling it, how are they gonna feel it? How the listeners gonna feel it?
It has to be a connection, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's something you say that because I think that's the big part I like about doing artist to artist, interviews, because I get it. I could stay on topics about music all day, but I also want people to know who you really are behind that amazing sound. And
Right.
I think if you're creating a song and there's no vibe and no energy, it's like it's not gonna. It may come out, but I mean, you can't really celebrate together because you don't really like each other.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So like, what are we doing?
Right.
So I want to know if you had the ability to change one thing about the industry the way it is today. If they came to you and said, you know what, Kalu, you've come in, you're doing big things. We want to give you this opportunity to fix something. What would
Mm.
that be?
What it would be for me
Yeah.
is I was just, I know it's a business, I know it's, music industry, it's a business, we have to make money, but I would say I want it to be more about, making people feel something,
Yes.
you know? That's how I got into music, is just, being at shows and, seeing somebody like sing and I get chills.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you like
Yeah.
feel something that you didn't expect to feel. So
Mm.
making it more about like feeling something, having some type of feeling, whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
That way it's it's generational and people can listen to it forever.
Amen. Amen, King. You want you want to shake up the world. That's what you
Most
told
definitely.
me.
Definitely.
Like that earthquake the other day. Did you feel that earthquake?
I did feel it. I felt it. I was
It
like, I'm already expecting everybody on Instagram to talk about the earthquake. I'm like, I'm gonna just
ooh,
be quiet.
it was like literally like a 4.9. I was sitting right here where I'm at.
Yeah.
And it was heavy, you know.
Man.
Everything was shaking. So if you could collaborate with other people, you've already collaborated with these amazing producers. Shout out to T. Creed for an amazing job with you and him on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Who else would you want to collaborate with next? It could be underground, it could be mainstream.
Um. Hmm. Artists I want to collaborate. I want to collaborate with a lot of my reggaeton people. I want to collaborate with Sets.
Ooh,
Osuna would be a big thing for me. I feel like that's a vibe.
yeah.
Um, I wanna collaborate with everybody. I feel like I just want to step into a bunch of different genres. I want to collaborate with Janae.
Ooh,
Um, who else?
big names.
Polo G. I feel like Polo G, give me a run for my money, so I gotta make me work harder.
Yeah.
J.I., of course, a whole bunch of people. And then producer wise, Ant Chamberlain, he did a lot of songs with Tusi.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I wanna work with him. And there's a lot of other producers out there that I want to work with. They all do amazing work. But yeah.
Amazing. You got some on here tonight. You got some big producers on here. I see you, Kate, Texas. That's Soul Society Beats. People coming to see you. So let me ask you this. I mean, because you have a lot of creative control right now.
Right.
Independent artist. Is that something that you want to continue to do? Are you considering a label?
I'm I've been thinking about it. It really depends what's offered, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Um, my uncles talk to me, they're heavy in my ear about, keeping masters and royalties, owning your own music. So as long as, things keep up and things are going how I want it to go, then most definitely. But it really just depends on what type of situation I'm in with my family,
Yeah,
and everything. So, I do have them to take care of as well. So,
yeah,
but it's definitely like it would have to be like a discussion though.
yeah.
Like it's something to think about.
Absolutely, because I mean, you want to keep your government name and your stage name.
Right, exactly.
And right, so they want to take all of it sometimes, and that's obviously not good. So it's nice to
Right,
have family around you. Obviously, your uncle, producers, your mom,
right.
people that can steer you in the right direction. Speaking of your peers, so talking about other people fresh out of high school and other people in college and other artists, we know that obviously progressing and improving in your craft, like you said, you were working on it today, is something you have to be consistent with. Talk to one of your peers or an aspiring artist about the fundamental skills that you truly need to do what you're doing.
Um, I would say having an ear.
Yes.
Um, Not necessarily knowing what everybody else is gonna like, but knowing what sounds good to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's kind of hard to overthink about, your own music. If you're constantly trying to be like, oh, well, I don't know, then you'll get stuck. You won't never release anything. So I would say, yeah, that. And I would say music theory, but honestly, the way things are going with music now, I feel like as long as you just could feel it, you know what I'm saying, and you grow up with that, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, just knowing that like things will get better. Like I know like the first time I recorded something, I did not like how my voice sounded, you know. So you just have to be willing to like try. Like I went to my old teacher at Oakland School for the Arts and took some vocal lessons
Mm-hmm.
because I was like, all right, well I got to get better if this is what I really want to do.
Yeah.
So you know, definitely just having that mindset. Like is this really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
You know.
I like that. And you know what? I think it's incredible of you to acknowledge. I mean, because people have to realize I don't care how great of a musician you are. I still, even myself, I get vocal coach. There are sometimes I get stuck. Technique is crucial. Sometimes I want to get to a level and can't get there. I want to know how to get there easy, you know,
Right.
and losing my voice and start coughing. And, people don't realize you go through a lot. Going through a lot trying to maintain that sound. So I just think it's
Right.
incredible to be able to know that it's okay to branch out and be like, I need help. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And that's big. You wrote a song called How to Love. That's also out, available now on all platforms, produced by 6-4 Beats. Correct?
Right. The bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Talk to me about the process.
Oh. um. How to love. Yeah, it was like a post heartbreak type, type stuff, things everybody got to go through. Um, and for me, it's always just been like I'm an open person, but not super open, depending on who you are. And it's always been easier for me, and I feel like more effective for me to put it in music.
Yeah.
So that was just like that song is a real big outlet for me. It was like me just letting something go. Um, and also like something I feel like a lot of people could relate with, because you tend to doubt yourself in certain situations when things don't work out.
Yeah.
right? So thought I knew what I was doing. Guess I don't know how to love. But you see, and it's like a progression too through it. Like it starts out like that, but then it ends like, well, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like I know who I am. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Look at
You
you.
know? So yeah.
Such a big decision you had to make, King.
Yeah.
To leave or to stay. I mean, that's big, you know.
Yeah.
Wow. So let me ask you this. I mean, because you're talking about love here. When is love a weakness?
When is love a weakness?
Huh? Since you
When
know,
you're the only one showing love.
say it again.
When you're the only one showing love.
Ooh,
You
wait
can't love should be, I mean, I just turned 18, but
a
the way
minute.
I see it, like the way I see it, like love should definitely be both ways, you know? Not trying to match energy, but like, you know, if I love you and you love me, then it's love. But if I love you and you just feel the love, but you're not, you know, giving it back, then, you know, it's not gonna last.
Ooh, so wise. That, look, shout out to your mama. Okay, thank you, Jesus.
For
Okay.
real.
Wow. Okay. I'm stuck here for a second. I mean, 18, talking about love already. Okay, so Choosy, P. Creed, and yourself, you both produced that. We played that coming in. An amazing sound. Is that also a love story? Obviously, you're dealing with a female, obviously, or male too.
Yeah. Choosy is more like a feel good song. Um, I feel like I was more tapped into like my West Coast type vibe with that one. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would necessarily say it's a love song.
Yeah.
It was about to be. I can tell you that it was about to be, but I was like, all right, I gotta chill out with this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was more like a feel good song, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
definitely a vibe.
thank you.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a bop. I mean, it's a hit. Um, what's the best advice you've been given thus far? I mean, you know, I know you're young, but I mean, you're very wise. You have a lot of wise people around you. What's the best advice you've been given?
Um, I've been given a lot of great advice.
Imagine.
Um, could I say more than one?
Yes, please.
All right. Copyright your music, copyright your lyrics as an artist. Definitely do that. Be serious about your work. That's your work, so don't let nobody take that from you. Um, it's okay to be critical about yourself, you know. If things sound too much like a pattern, you gotta switch it up.
Yes.
Um, and then yeah, and advice wise, be true to yourself. Like don't get on the like don't get in the studio and start capping, trying to, you know, relate to people who you don't even really relate to. You know, just be yourself. Yeah, just be yourself. That's the big one. That's the main one right there.
That's huge. That's very, very big. So you know I'm into wordplay. I told you when I first spoke with you, I like words. And I,
Yeah,
of course, calling out a few when it comes to having someone like yourself sitting in front of me that's very talented, multi.
thank you.
I'm going to say some words to you, and whatever comes to mind first. There's no wrong or right answer. I just want you to just shoot out whatever you're thinking. You ready?
Ready,
Dedication.
Nipsey. Is that a word? Or is that a person?
Okay, that's the first thing.
Okay.
I
All
love
right.
consistency.
Music,
Hmm. Wow. Okay. Boundaries.
hungry,
Woo. And trust.
love.
Wow. You're incredible.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay. So you tell me, what three words would you use to describe yourself?
Oh, okay. Three words I'll use to describe myself. Um, open-minded, um, focused, and I would say integrity.
Yeah. Woo. I like integrity. I was talking about integrity today and yesterday. Actually, and the day before that too. I've been talking about integrity I'm big on integrity.
It's meant to happen.
It's very, very important. Wow. Okay, I like that. So when I first spoke with you, I asked you a question. I asked you, do you see to believe or you believe to see?
I believe to see.
Elaborate.
The reason I said I believe to see was because that works, alongside with having a dream.
Yes.
You know, like I don't see it. I don't see it right now. Like I don't see me like in person, like right now in time, on stage in front of like a stadium right now. But
Yeah.
like I believe it. I believe it's gonna happen. So as long as I keep believing and grinding for that, then I know I see it.
Yeah.
So I believe to see.
Absolutely. You are
Yeah.
true. You are a visionary.
Thank you.
You're a visionary. And speaking of visionary, amazing animation done for Choosy, and done by Diana Arus. Am I saying her name?
Yeah, yeah. I believe that's how you say it. Yeah,
Well done.
yeah. She did her thing.
Yeah, absolutely
Yeah.
incredible. So, talk about the importance of visuals and animation and where we're going when it comes to releasing music.
Um. Well, my whole mindset towards visuals and animations is that the music could be amazing, but it's entertainment. We're
Yeah,
supposed to entertain. So people don't really want to just look at a picture. They want to see something, even if it's an animation and it's just moving a little bit, like it's something.
yeah,
That's why I feel like music videos do so well because it's entertaining. We're entertaining the audience.
yeah,
We have the music, and then we're also vibing, doing our thing, making people feel something. So that's the big thing about it.
yeah. When was the last concert you went to pre-COVID?
The last concert I went to pre-COVID,
It's been a minute.
a while. Um, hmm.
Rhoda, I see you, another artist in the building.
How you doing?
Long Island.
Um, I'm trying to think. Honestly, I honestly don't even know.
It's been
I
a minute.
honestly don't
Well,
even know. It's been a while.
if you could think of like going to a concert and being there because you're among somebody obviously that you really want to see, because I don't really go to, I just don't. I'm not going to go somewhere and just be there. If
Right.
you to a stage, a lounge, or a place where it's a performance, poetry, spoken word, what is Kalu listening for? What are you watching? Because you're an artist yourself. So besides listening, what are you really there to see, and are you studying that artist?
Yeah, I'm there to see the performance. I'm there to see, the stage presence.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said before, it's about entertaining. So, if they're able to rock that stage and, keep people into it,
Yeah,
that's big. Instead of just sitting there, singing along with their own song, but turning up.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that's the main thing. And I feel like that's something that the audience feeds off of. So as long as the artist is doing that right, even if I go up next, I'm gonna, try to do my thing and even 10 times better than that.
yeah,
Because he's setting a bar.
yeah. Woo.
So
Are you into chocolate candy?
chocolate, what you mean by that? Like, oh, like the food, like the actual candy.
Chocolate? Are you into like if you are you into yeah? Do you like chocolate candy?
um, y'all are gonna be so mad at me about this, but nah, I'm not really big into chocolate like the candy. The
Okay.
candy.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of candy? Because I was going to ask you something. I'm not going to go there. I was going to ask you if you had a choice to choose. But are you
Oh,
in?
okay.
Are you feel a real health? Are you vegan? Are you? What type of foods are you into?
I mean, I'm into everything. I'm not vegan. I honestly wouldn't say I'm that healthy. Like, I mean, I hope I am, but
Yeah.
like candy wise, I'm rocking with like Sour Patch Kids, my all time favorite candy.
God, yeah,
Sour Patch Kids, I could eat that always. But not I'm an athlete, so I
yeah,
stay in shape and eat how I'm supposed to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about your background more, King. You're an athlete. Tell us who you are and what you do.
Um. So my background as an athlete, wait, as an athlete or just in general?
As an athlete,
As an athlete, um, I run track and
yeah.
I play football. I played at East Bay Warriors, Berkeley Bears, and they were a team. Um, And then Oakland High, varsity all years of high school.
Yes.
Cornerback.
Mhm.
Ran track, trying
Tell me
to
why.
ran track, trying to follow the steps of my brother. My brother was a D1 athlete, full scholarship to the University of Nebraska, in track. So doing that. That's I run the 400
Wow.
and the 4x4 relay
Yeah.
because I just recently graduated, so I'm not in that right now. But when I do go to college, I'll probably look into some track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You plan on staying close to the Bay, or are you looking outside of California?
Yeah, I'm looking outside of California. I feel like, my dream is to be in LA, but
Mhm.
I feel like I have to go. I have to go put myself in that situation where I have no other option but to grind and
Yeah.
then come back at celebration.
Woo! You got your head on straight. Well, speaking of going somewhere, if you had to eliminate everything physical around you, your furniture, your clothes, all your possessions,
Mhm.
everything you had, with the exception of only taking a backpack with you, what would you be able to fit in there? What would you put in that backpack to take with you?
How big is the backpack? It's like
It's just a backpack,
it is a regular backpack. All right.
regular jet.
Um, um, I definitely gotta have like my toiletries, of course. So I gotta try to stay as clean as possible. Um, I would take my phone, my charger. I don't know where I'm gonna find an outlet, but I'm gonna find one somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, um, so a picture of my mom, um, the necklace that my grandma gave me.
Hmm.
Um,
Wow.
and honestly, other than that, I mean, that's about everything. That I mean, I guess some shoes. I have room, so some shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
It's interesting.
and
Interesting question. I had asked that, and I had to think of it myself. Like, because yeah, it's like I have so much stuff, you know.
right,
But COVID has definitely humbled us into thinking. Like if you literally had to get up and leave, like what would you? You only got a backpack. You can only take. What would you grab? You know?
right.
So it's definitely important for us to think about that. So what's next, King? What can you share with us that is coming?
I have a new song coming out soon called No Feelings.
Okay.
Um, where I'm gonna start stepping into the lane of reggaeton, and let y'all know how my Spanish is. So that's
Oh,
coming soon.
you got
Yep.
Melissa. I know Melissa gonna be talking to you back and forth. You speak back and forth in Spanish.
Yeah, every once in a while, she's actually heard the song.
Yeah,
She really loves it, so I know it's up there. Then family loves it, so
that's,
yeah,
that's what's up.
yeah. That's what's next, though. It's in the works right now. I'm working on the visuals and everything right now. Try to get that out before August, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna take everybody back for a minute. I want to take them back to season, if that's okay with you.
it's all good.
It's something that I like a lot. It just woo right here. This is season by K. Lou, and make sure you can hear it. You guys can hear it. Tell me if you can hear it. Okay, once it comes in. Amazing sound.
I can hear it a little bit.
Let me see. I love this song.
Let me know what y'all think. Mm.
You be singing. Uh-huh. I'm like, he's a singer. I gotta add this to my playlist right now.
Appreciate it.
I like it.
You did your research.
Very, very, very nice sound.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. That is the shit. Listen, I like that. well,
Appreciate it.
well done. I love that song. And it's just crazy because, you know, when you said that how when you first did it, I mean, you know, it doesn't matter because it's timeless. You know, it could be a year ago. A lot of times sounds don't get discovered until, of course, you know, someone else hears it again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every person here, that's the first time we're hearing it. So it's new to us, you know? And I think it's important that we continue to share music like that. And I was talking to Kano Badon the other day, and the radio personality, and he was just saying every time someone hears something new, you know,
Right.
it's new. It's a new song. So continue
Right.
to, you know, continue to play and promote your music. It's incredible.
Thank you.
So are you going to be working on merch or anything with the animation? What are your plans with that?
It's funny because someone just asked me that the other day. I was brainstorming it. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe once I get a little bigger,
Yeah.
honestly. Like maybe once I get a little bit bigger and you know I could start, you know, reaching more crowds and
Yeah.
like get a bigger audience. So definitely I'll probably look into that.
Well, keep speaking it up because it's there. I mean, we could see the vision, definitely. You know, it's the impact and everything. I get it. At least I get it. You know, Melissa,
Right, yeah.
we get it.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you could tell everyone where to find you, aside from, of course, Instagram, you know, obviously your YouTube. I'm going to play, of course, How to Love while you're doing that. And I want you to take us out with that information so we
All
know
right.
where to find you.
Yeah, so you know, of course, yeah, Instagram, you can find me right here. YouTube, as well as my Spotify, SoundCloud, and really anything else. Apple Music is K-Lu, K-Lu. Um, and yeah, that's about everything right there. Twitter as well. Twitter is KYYOUNGAN, K Youngin. Um, and yeah, that's where you can find me.
Absolutely. Well, you've been watching today an amazing artist, everyone. Hey Lou from East Oakland, California, Bay Area recording artist, musician extraordinaire, singer, songwriter, producer. This song right here I'm playing is How to Love. It's available on all platforms. This is another banger.
Thank you. Yeah.
That is banger. Uh, download, run it up, YouTube. Visuals are
All
there.
right.
There. I'm gonna turn it up a little louder. Produced by 6-4 Beats.
6-4 Beats up in Toronto.
Oh, Canada?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Y'all over the place.
All over the place. International.
I love it. I love it. Who we got? With Hong Wen said, I love choosy. Keep up the good work, Chris. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it.
That's one of your friends?
Yeah, yeah, one of my teammates.
Okay, I hope I didn't butcher your name.
Oh,
Sorry.
no, you did it right.
In closing, I thank you so much for making time tonight. Shout out to
Thank you.
Melissa, my girl.
Most
She cooks.
definitely.
She cooks a mean jalapeno baked mac and cheese.
It's a fact.
Woo! She's a mommy. She's a friend. She's a wonderful auntie. She spoke your name up when you weren't even there. She talked about your music.
Love you, Godmom. Say less.
That's everything. Awesome. Your pen game is heavy.
It's like that.
Like, oh my God, like I need to catch up.
Appreciate it.
So you've all just been watching the face behind the brand. This video will be available on YouTube. Click the link in my bio and you will find the face of the brand. YouTube is now up. All episodes are on the YouTube channel. If you or anyone that you know is interested in being interviewed, feel free also to go into my link in my bio and fill out the application form. It's very brief. Artists, producers, animators, videographers.
Yeah.
Like that. I like it. I told you, I know you're a Gemini. You told me a Gemini, right?
Yep, definitely. Yeah.
All those amazing artists that are Geminis. Kanye West,
Tupac.
Tupac was a Gemini. Jesus. Lauryn Hill. Some amazing Gemini artists.
Yeah, a bunch of them. A bunch of them.
Absolutely. So in closing, King, I want to say thank you. Thank you for your time. And I want you to definitely keep going and always continue to be yourself and stay true and literally don't listen to anybody that has anything negative to say.
All right.
That's my word to you, okay? Because
Appreciate it.
you are one of the greatest already.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you. And I appreciate you for having me here. It means a lot.
You're welcome. God bless you and continue to do what you're doing and represent Oakland for all of us.
Oh, yeah, you too. You too.
Okay.
At the
Thank you,
same
King.
time. All right, no
Thank
problem.
you so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
You're welcome. Have a good night.
So.